Nancy Marguerite Chopin. Part 1. In a wood frame house, rented and disdained, she plays the preludes. The cicadas mount a vibrating chorus. The heat thickens. The heat settles. Her fingers dance like spiders spinning a web, hanging in the morning above the keys. Outside the picture window, the light lifts and falls in the grass, through the leaves, as clouds pass the sun. Inside the little house, the light lifts and falls on the piano, through the preludes. Chopin fills the air. Her fingers press Chopin from the keys. A glistening pattern shadows the room after sunrise, after dressing, after breakfast, after father and sister and brother leave us alone. When we are alone, she reaches for the book in the bench. She sits. She opens the book. She presses it with a sweep of her hand. She bows her head, her hands on her thighs. She inhales, lifts her wrists. Her fingers are long. She sets them on the keys. She begins. She rocks and sways on the bench. Her feet lift and fall. Her arms lift and fall. Her eyes are dark almonds, following shapes in a thick book with a the yellow cover. I am a little girl beside her. I feel her hip. I am newly emerged, my wings still folded and wet. My feet dangle above the floor. I do not move from the bench. She wraps me. She releases Chopin like webbing. I am loosely fixed, my wings untried, thickly separate, twisted in the space between sound. I do not struggle. I am eyes. I am ears. I am a record of the past. Fast forward, if you will, to a yellow house in a southern suburb. Fast forward to a young woman home for the holidays. The piano is gone. The house is full of silence. The light lifts and falls in the grass and in the house. There is no more space. No space for Chopin. No space for webs. No space for the past or the sound of why. Part 2. The lady keeps her secrets close and will not speak. Her voice cuts her belly, bulging with stories she dares not tell. The past is the past, she likes to say. There's no sense dwelling on it. You can't change the past. No sense opening old wounds. If wishes were horses, beggars would ride. You can't have it both ways. The past is better forgotten. I've said it myself, echoing her syntax, her intonation, her phrasing, sealing the past in silence. We are leaky containers, full of entrances and exits, full of holes and waste disposal systems. The past leaks out of us. It sneaks out of us like smelly gas. The past fills entire rooms, cities, superhighways, and theme parks. In a red balloon pumped full, the skin tight and thin, our stories fill the sky, and the sun shines from behind their spread, and the moon glows red. Balloons are leaky containers. The past escapes. The tight red balloon droops. Its walls pucker and collapse. The past splatters on the heads of shoppers and boys squatted on street curbs, on the windshields of a million drivers talking into cell phones. It plops on the medical student and the welder. Once out of the balloon, the past is heavy and thick, dense and slick, like mucilage, hawkers falling from heaven. When it hits the windshield of Nancy Marguerite's car, she looks up. The red balloon dangles wrinkled and limp in an empty sky. She looks at the thick glob on the clean glass. She sees her mother reeling drunk. She sees herself in a cardigan. She carries her books, considers her assignments, steps lightly in a full skirt. She looks again at the splattered past. Her mother is crying. Her face is crumpled. "Look at me," she says. Look at me. Nancy Marguerite is silent, watching, still. 5 decades are past. In her car, her heart is tight, like a balloon skin pumped full, or a bra that doesn't fit, or a toddler wrapped in webbing. Nancy Marguerite sits back in the leather seat, gripping the wheel. She closes her eyes. Louis Armstrong sings. She listens, mouths the words. Mac the knife slows. The notes spread into her heart, beating. Ba-da-doom, ba-da-doom, ba-da-doom. Tears as large as her heart press her eyelids, roll down her cheeks. Pearls soak her dress. Mama's dead, Mama's dead, Mama's dead. She opens her eyes and turns the control. Fluid shoots onto the windshield, and the metal bars fitted with blades remove the past, remove the splatter. First to the left, then to the right. The thick past is pushed onto the hood and slips off into the street, into the gutter, into the rush of waste that runs underground. I cross the street in front of her. I hear the music, and I watch behind a lamppost like a gangster. I smell burnt potatoes and fish, scotch on her mother's breath. I see gold light escaping the car doors, red light outlining too. Satchmo singing, mother's blood. I am deafened by the heartbeat. Oh, cold and alone. Oh, red rubber uterus, flabby in the sky. I stand behind the post, my arms wrapped tight around myself, newly born, newly snatched from the heartbeat, from the prelude. Darkness drapes the scene, and a spotlight comes up on the car. The fluid squirts up, and the wipers come on. Nancy Marguerite wipes her mother away. She slices the webbing. The past is the past, she likes to say. I leave my post and jump in the gutter. I stomp like a toddler. I am wet. I am a fledgling. I unfold my wings patterned with stories. The past is present between us. Part 3. Oh, Mother, the space between notes rings clear. Silence swings. A hanging bridge links one sound to another. You leap the bridge. Do not want your weight to press the planks of memory. The neat snap of the past behind you, before you, in a great wave. Do not want to dangle above the great river with nothing but ghosts to support you. I lie on the floor, the length of a day, and listen to the preludes, diving for almond eyes in the towering kelp, in the waving light, round-eyed fish lifting and falling, graceful hands lifting and falling, a wood-framed house settling on the bottom's tilt. I stand up. The great river roars, tosses spray like pearls, like stories catching in webs, balanced like Chopin.